Hello. So, today I'm going to talk about my sexuality, the reason why I am aroace. I didn't really do that good of a job explaining that at all. In fact, I never explained it myself, and for some reason I kind of feel the need to. It's not really here's the reason why I'm aroace. It's more like I guess yeah, it is here why I'm aroace, but it's also here's what aroace is, but more of in my experience, I guess. Geez, I'm having second guesses. Well, I wake up at 4 and I'm recording at 5. I am making perfect life decisions. So, how far back am I supposed to go? Not that far back. I'll go to high school, because that is when I learned what the LGBTQ plus is. And if you think I'm obnoxious for saying LGBTQ plus, then screw you. Because somehow I got it ingrained into my brain to say the whole thing, because saying LGBT feels incomplete. And somewhere in my mind it's telling me it's wrong. Not wrong, it's like, it's a puzzle and you're not completing it. So I just say LGBTQ plus, even though to some people it's obnoxious, and now I'm probably putting words in people's mouths, but some people find it obnoxious. Yeah. Probably doesn't help that when I first started saying it, it was kind of a flex because I couldn't say it. I don't really remember. It was in high school. High school wasn't that long ago. High school started again. Where is this going? Okay, I think in grade 10 that's when I learned what it is, which I think, well, saying it out loud sounds really stupid. What? You don't know what a trans person is when you are 16 years old? How old is grade 10 anyway? I don't care. Yeah, no one felt the need to teach me when I was in middle school or elementary. Surprisingly, I never really encountered anything like that. That might be a factor to why I never knew about them. Something that could go way far back would be when in elementary school I was playing hopscotch, was it? And my friend called me a guy because I kept making grunts when I jumped, and that made me very upset. That's how far back I can go that would be vaguely connected to the topic, and it doesn't really do anything because it's slightly above the surface, not even anywhere beneath the ground. That was unrelated. So I learned what it is in grade 10, and at the time I still didn't have a full understanding of it. I called myself asexual because no one told me aromantic existed. And when I was told aromantic existed, I go, actually no, that seems more correct, yeah. So how did I go from aromantic to both aromantic and asexual? Well, aromantic person can still have sex. That is very blunt. I am not sugarcoating myself. It's 5 a.m. If you expect me to sugarcoat anything, then apologies, I guess. And going back to what I was talking about, because I interrupted myself. A asexual person can be in a romantic relationship. You could say that I chose both so I could avoid both, and you probably wouldn't be wrong. But more for me is, I would say I have an older understanding of love. I was more grown in a society where it says, hey, you can't have sex without being in a relationship. Not boyfriend-girlfriend, but like married. You have to be married before you have sex or something like that. No one said that to me directly, it just seemed implied. And that seems most correct to me. I feel that's wrong to have sex before you're in an intimate relationship because that is loveless sex, and I don't know, I think that people do sex with people that they're really in love with. Why would you risk having child with a guy that you don't even know or care about? But This makes me sound like I'm against one-night stands. I personally don't care about one-night stands because I had no reason to care about them. Because everybody treated me like a child because I was an actual child. No one tells a kid who is 5 years old what a one-night stand is. So when am I supposed to know what a one-night stand is? I don't think anyone told me. I think I learned on my own, or my friend just started talking about it because somehow they're able to get specific knowledge that I don't have access to because I live under a rock. And it's bloody dense. A very dense rock. That is what I am. And I'm not saying that to flatter myself. I'm saying that because if someone were to try to flirt with me, which someone probably did, I wouldn't know because I never did. I would see it as friends being friends. Oh jeez. This is gonna sound awkward. It already is. Blah blah blah. What was I talking about? I should have made a script. So that is more of how I would say I'm more of traditional, I guess. Because I always grew up with the expectations of, hey, you're going to grow up, you're going to go to college, you're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna have kids. Pretty sure it's usually implied because no one tells a kid that directly. But that's what I sort of expected to happen in my life. Except I don't want to have kids, even if it's adoption. And I'm pretty sure I don't want to waste my parents' money just to go into debt. But that's just me. So when I was trying to figure out myself, I realized that, hey, I found a little thing. If I'm comfortable kissing this person, then hey, I could be in a relationship with them. Except the thought of kissing someone makes me feel uncomfortable. I mean, like on the lips. I used to kiss people when I was a kid, yeah. Like, mom, dad, not my sister. I don't have any brothers. My aunts, uncle, and grandparents. Used to kiss them a lot, actually, when I was a kid, yeah. But then, I don't know, I see it as a romantic thing. You know, like a nice, cute, romantic gesture that, television should really stop showing. I don't mind a kiss here or there, but stop sticking your tongue down their throat. That's just gross. Also unsanitary, but whatever. So, since I thought, hey, this is like a good, starting mark sort of thing. Hey, I am comfortable kissing this person.
Any ideas?
Therefore, I should be alright if I were to start a relationship with them. That is not really a good way for how a relationship works, I guess, but if you're alright kissing them, then yeah, that's like a step forward, because the thought of kissing someone makes me feel really uncomfortable, even if it's with my relatives and our friends. Especially with friends, then that is like, I will never cross that line. Unless it's like, on the back of their hand, or I kiss my hand and then I smack them on the arm, then that's completely acceptable to me. For me to do to my friends. I'm rambling. So I go up to my cousin because at the time she was either in a relationship or she just got out of a relationship. So I told her, hey, a good starting point for if you're compatible with this person, like for you to know if you could be with this person. I was really surprised when she, without hesitation, said yes. That made me think. It's really interesting. Yeah. So since, ever since I, am comfortable with my sexuality, it actually made me feel, I don't know if liberated is the right word. Probably is the right word. Yeah, liberated is the word. Made me feel liberated because I never bought my own clothing until I was in high school, because my clothes from 6th grade still fit me. And I was usually bought clothing for my birthday and Christmas, and they're traditionally female. So I felt liberated as I didn't feel like I had to be held back by social norms. Hey, I can actually wear guys' clothing and feel confident in it. I don't have to wear this thing that makes me look like one gender. I can wear anything I want. Do you know how many pockets men's clothing have? That is a very common thing that I say to a lot of people, but they don't understand how deep men's pockets are. They have so many pockets, and I love it so much. It's not like the clothes that looks ambiguous, that could fit both genders. I'm actively trying to go for the clothing that looks actually masculine, but it probably makes me look gay. Or it probably looks like I have a boyfriend and I stole his clothing. One or the other. Hopefully it does not look like either of them, because that's just gonna be an awkward situation. But yeah, it's strange and interesting how clothing can make someone feel a certain way. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have edgy clothing, look like a punk kid, probably with a hint to emo and goth, with the black leather jacket, probably some chains, and my hair dyed. Yeah, that is really generic for me wanting that when I was before 3rd grade. Yeah, it's definitely before 3rd grade I wanted that, yeah. I achieved one of them. I got my hair dyed. And now that I feel like I could dress up however I want, which it still feels like a weird concept. How do you feel like you can dress up however you want when you can already dress up however you want? No, you don't understand. I have so many girly clothing because everybody knows that I'm a girl. I know I'm a girl. If I say I'm a guy, then I'm lying because I was raised to believe that I'm a girl. So saying otherwise seems incorrect. I don't care that I'm a girl. I could say I'm not a girl. I'm not a guy. I'm a person. And as a person, I can do whatever I want. But I was most likely, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there are times when I would go after traditionally girly things, but that would be more of because they're in my interest. I don't know, maybe society made me believe that those are the things that I like, and I just end up liking them because I like them. I don't know, I shouldn't delve too much into this topic. Too late, I already am. But now that I feel like I don't have to go out of my way to look traditionally female, it excites me. I can go find clothing that makes me look like a punk with confidence because I don't care how I look anymore. I feel like I've fallen off the social platform because what am I supposed to do? I can't really find romantic love. I just can't. I'm not interested. It kind of repulses me. I don't mind seeing it. I see it on television all the time that I'm just desensitized to it, but it can get annoying. My experience is different from everyone else, clearly. There's lots of people in lots of spectrums, so yeah. I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. I'm not doing a good job. Well, I'm not 20. So my sexuality can change anytime, just as it has for anyone else. But I'm content with what I currently am. So for my story, I'm not a he, I'm not a she, I'm probably a them, but I'm most definitely a person. I honestly feel like I would be the same if I was the opposite gender. If I was a guy, I'd still be aroace. Also, why do schools teach teenagers on how to have safe sex and not about like, hey, do you actually want to accidentally have a child? Birth seems really painful, and I really don't want to do it. And also, if you do have a baby, then you can't sleep unless the baby sleeps, and do you really want to mess up your own sleep schedule like that? I'd rather mess up my own, on my own terms, because I can't go to bed at 10 a.m. and wake up at 7 every single day. But that's my piece. I was about to say have a nice day, but I realized I forgot to mention something. People on the ace spectrum, how they dress up is also interesting. There's those who actively dress up ugly, like intentionally, because if they're not attracted to others, then they don't want others to be attracted to them. There are those who actively try to look really beautiful because of the powerful feeling of, ha, you can fall in love with me, but I can't fall in love with you. And probably the third one where they try to look gay because they can. I don't really remember that last one. I did that unintentionally, and people in my school thought my friend and I were dating. Well, I just want to dress up like a punk kid. But that's just me. An aspiration I've had since, I don't know, around grade 2. Maybe grade 1. An aspiration I've had when I was 5 years old.